survival. Mac out with my dreads in my Kangol. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. You all in check. I got that head nod that make you your name. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come to like the disco jack.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Finds Gibbs on a check down. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down, 6. At the 28-yard line.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Goff looking to change the play. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Watch out now, 50 Fury, Black 40, Smith red.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
33, yellow. Drill, yellow. Clawed red. Drill green.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Ready. Red, 38 blaster, 6. Blue striker. Set, cut.
Love looking to throw it. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Loose inside the 30. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 77 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stump it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw, Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Goff. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out. Able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Pause red. Fuse, yellow. Smack, red. Ready?
Throwing. Love. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The slot man in motion right. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Black ultra. Set.
Here's Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Black, 95. Hut.
Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Set, hut. 50, green. Trouble, 38. Set, go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready?
Love, this is 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself. That's to the pylon and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by McManus is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Now it's gone. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, that's that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Goff pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. 22 needle. Hut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8.
Ready. Black, 95 fury, yellow. Ready.
To throw now, here's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. Black shot. Blaster, 6. Slide 2.
Working out of the gun. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
50, green.
And goal to go.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 3. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
20!
Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Hey, kill!
Goff throwing again. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There are 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Following the interception, Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Yellow, 43, red, yellow. Yellow, black shot. Ready.
Love. That's taken in by Golden. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
On the ready. Set, ready. 45, white. Steel, black. Ready.
Final play of the half, Love. Pass caught, that's Golden. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
52 blue.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Black 40. Drill green. Clawed red. Ready.
Love from the gun. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Down. 50 green. Black ultra. Blue striker. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
60
line.
red. 60 red. Set cut.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Black, 95. Set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yellow, 43. Red, yellow. Smash, red. Ready?
Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, 30.
Love looking to throw it. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Dobbs,
from 21 yards away. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. At their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Goff. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
That's good. 4 on Lions. 1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
Goff now to throw.
Lions. 1st down.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
180. Whoa.
Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Set, ready. Black.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Shot, 17. Spew, yellow. Here we go, here we go. Blue, 32, steel, black. Ready.
Throwing, Love. A complete once again to Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Set, hut. Smith, 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Back to throw, Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Down. Drill. 62. Black. Blaster. 6. Black Ultra. Seal, block. Set.
Here's Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Red, 38. Smash, red. Set.
Now Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Look, pause, red. 6, mega. Set, cut.
To throw now. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft, 45 yards. And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Goff now looks to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Red, yellow, yellow.
Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Down. Red, cycle. Hut.
Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Again, it's Love.
That's to Golden. He's got it right side.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Play action this time with Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
6, Mega. 50, Green Jack. Ready?
To the air again, Love. Pass caught, that's Golden. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Black, blue. Black, 95. White. Yellow. Red, yellow. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Green Bay, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.